Hello, hello, world. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Sound Factory channel. This is your music instructor at Sound Factory Studio, Robo, and your guitar instructor, Precisely. Today we are going to look at some of the Ghanaian indigenous traditional palm wine styles, like very old but golden stuff that you can learn, especially to the Western world and to some of the Ghanaians who are lost because it's more about Shatawale and Stoneboy and they don't know their roots when it comes to palm wine music. So this lesson will give details about 3 or 4 palm wine styles. I'll teach KWAW, I'll teach ODONSON, then I'll teach DAGOMBA and double J, and probably sichi. Okay, so this will be what the lesson will focus on for today. So let's get into this. But before we get into the lesson, if you are new to this channel, please remember to click the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and you can leave a comment and suggest anything you would want to learn from the channel. Thank you. Let's get into the lesson. Okay, so we are starting with KWAW. So KWAW usually deals with 2 chords. That is a fourth and a third of a major scale. So in the sofa notation, we will say fa and mi, where the 4 will be a major chord. For example, if you are playing the key of C major, that's C major scale. The 4th is F, and the 3rd is E. So we are going to play an F major and an E minor. So these are the main 2 chords that we use for the KWAW play. Alright, so F major and then E minor. Usually we don't use full bar chords. For the full bar chords will not give you the exact tone you want to hear. So we play in the halfway. Then E. So I'll demonstrate how the picking pattern works with the left hand, and you can have a fair idea of how it works. So we usually start on the 4 and go to a 3. So we have what I just played is the basic pattern. I'll switch the camera to my right and you see how the right finger works with the technique. So you can see that my thumb is playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. So the pattern works like the same 2 fingers, your thumb and the 1st finger. So it's like you hit the 4th and 2nd string together. Then it will follow through from 4, 3, 2. So you double stop. Switch with a double stop. I'll slow it down. Okay, so that was how we use the fingers to play the basic fingering style. So we are going to see some of the external things we can add. So usually when you play a 4th, sometimes you can use your thumb to give you that 4th sound. So when you play the 3 chord, sometimes you add a G or a 5th, the so to it. Okay, so that was an introduction to KWAW. The series will still continue where we will have advanced ways of playing it, but this is the introduction to KWAW. The next style I'm going to go into is called ODONSON. So let's get into that lesson too. So with the ODONSON style or play, it's also two chords where you have let's say we choose a key like G. You can have it's between 1 and 2. So G major, our 2 will be A minor. So usually this is how the pattern works. So G and D minor, G major and D minor. We should play in the bar chord position. Let's say we choose G major bar chord and A. This is how it sounds like. So this is the basics to ODONSON. I'm going to the third one, which is called DAGOMBA. DAGOMBA also deals with two chords, but it's usually between 1 and 5 of a given scale. Say we have a major scale. When you choose your 1, which is Do, and your 5, that's what the DAGOMBA rhythms were. So sometimes we train a 4 to add some beauty. And the typical song is like Wabin. So 4 flat 5 to 5 is a passing note. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the last one, or last but one, which is called double G. Double G because let's say we choose a key like G, you will find out that most of the elements of the progression is on 1. If 1 is J is our 1, you keep coming back to 1. And that transition is called a double G. In the future, I'm going to surprise you. I'll invite my father to this channel to give us detailed description to all this stuff I'm talking about. That's why I said all these are fundamentals or foundations to some of the palm wine indigenous ways we need to know. So I'll demonstrate the double G too, so you have a fair idea. So with double G, it's also between 1, 4, and 5. So usually you start with 1, 4, 1, 4, then back to 1, and then 5, 4, 1, 4, and then 1. Down come on. That is double G. Okay, the last one I'll talk about is called sichi. Remember, this is an introduction to all the idioms. I'm going to break it down in other lessons. So, as I said, if you want the channel to grow, remember to subscribe and give us a comment and suggest anything you want to do. So, the last thing I'm going to talk about is called sichi. It's usually like the KWAW, but this time the sichi imitates the melody you sing. The melody that goes with the singing of the song. The sichi kind of imitates the melody with the chords. So KWAW usually will go with just the rhythm. Maybe. But sichi tries to play the melody you are singing to the song. For example. plays melodies that have a same tune with the song you're singing. Yeah, that's the difference between the sichi and the KWAW. But the KWAW don't consider the melody of the song you're singing. It's just backing you with the 4 and the 5. But sichi plays a attentive role to the melody you choose for which pattern you are playing. Okay, so this will be for it today. As I said, this is an introduction to some of these idioms, and in our other lessons I'm going to break it down and you can have a very clear understanding of this. Thank you for staying on the channel and enjoying everything that we teach. See you next time. Bye.